Hey guys, I didn't know if I was ever going to make this video, but with seasonal work coming again for the winter season, I wanted to share my experience of last winter. I'm now to the point where this is past who I am now, and I'm to the point where I'm starting to move on from it. So I feel like it is my time to share what happened with Sinclair in the winter of 2015. I started at this job November 14th, and literally 10 days later, I started hormones. With this job, I applied on a Monday. On Wednesday, I was interviewed, and by that Saturday, I was up at the resort. So literally in a week, I was up there. My first night up there, I was put into the male dorm with this awesome roommate, and we spent the first 2 nights just talking and playing video games. And at this resort, there's a big female dorm with an HR department in it. And then there's little dorms like around the big dorm, and one of them, like a couple of them, are the guys' dorms. So the first night I was put into the guys' dorm. And I was just like, oh, maybe my friend told them something. And I wasn't really fretting it too bad. But on Monday was orientation day, so I show up to orientation, and I was talking to one of the HR people that was hosting the orientation, and she was about my age. Come to realize that she's only like a month older than me. So I was talking to her, and she was like, maybe you should tell the housing person that you're in the guy's dorm, because maybe she might have an issue with it, or maybe there was an error or something. Keep in mind, the housing manager is this like not old, but like middle-aged Latina woman. This was my first experience that this me being who I wanted to be was an issue. She straight up told me that I was never going to be a guy, and that I'm surprised that I didn't make the other guys feel uncomfortable, and that I needed to move out of there immediately. So she handed me a key to the female dorm, and I literally within the next 15 minutes was in that female dorm. But she put me into a room by myself. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I knew a new roommate was going to move into it. So on the 23rd, I left to go up to Montana, which is about a 6-hour drive away, to start hormones. And when I got back, a new girl was living in my dorm room. One of the first things I do since I move around and I talk to people, is I ask if they're okay with LGBT people. My roommate got super, super quiet. Super quiet. And then on Thanksgiving Day, around 1:47, I think was the time on the clock, about 1:50, I get a phone call at my job. It's like opening weekend where I was working, and I get a phone call. Hey, yeah, we moved all your stuff out of your room, and you're getting written up. What? You moved all of my stuff out of my room into another room without my knowledge or without my permission. The thing is, with even like my mom works in a jail, and even in jails they can't do that without the knowledge of the person. And so I was scared, because what about if I would have like filled my prescription by then, and I had needles in my room? Like, there was just so many things. Like, what if they like knocked my vial over and it got all over them? Because like even just touching your skin, it could fuck with the hormones in the person. And so I was just like, so many things were going through my mind, and I was scared. I was trying to get away from the resort as much as I could, because the way they were treating me and the way I was scared, because they kept treating my friend worse because she was associated with me. And I was afraid that if some other transgender person with thinner skinned than me was to get hired at this resort, I was afraid that they were going to be treated worse than me, and it just started like piling on me. And so I started getting super, super like suicidal and depressed. And I actually ended up getting the cops called on me 3 times because one of the managers was concerned. And to this day, this is still not resolved. And I feel bad because this new winter season's coming up. It's just a video for people who are looking to get into the seasonal work, and it's a great experience, don't get me wrong. But just to be cautious and leery of things like this happening to you. I know I'm not the only one this has probably happened to. But this is me moving on.